All right. Um, yeah, this was an email. Someone sent me this on an email request. John Lennon sings Freddie Mercury and Queen songs, 1980, which I think is the year he died, isn't it? Or was it 81? I'm not sure. Um, but it should be interesting as well because I wonder if he does them properly or he does them changing the lyrics. Because Tom Jones always says he got annoyed with when he met Lennon because Tom Jones was sitting in the audience watching the Beatles rehearse, and when they come off, John Lennon walked past Tom Jones and said, "Oh, it's you. It's not a unicorn, it's an elephant." From Tom Jones's song, "It's not unusual to be loved." And Tom Jones said he got the ump about it. But if you know Lennon, it's a very Lennon thing to do anyway, to play around with words. Like, I don't know if anyone's seen Lennon's books from when he was younger, but when he was a kid, he used to have Mondays muggy, Tuesdays tuggy, like, and he just play around with words. So I wonder if he does these properly or if it's Lennon's kind of messing around. Um, but yeah, let's go.
You make me live whenever this world gets cruel to me. I got you to help me forgive. Ooh, you make me live now, honey. Ooh, you make me live. Oh, you're the best friend that I've ever had. I've been with you such a long time. You're my sunshine, and I want you to know that my feelings are true. I really love you. Oh, you're my best friend. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it is a kind of mix of what I was saying. He's not playing around with the words, but he's just it definitely is obviously not a proper recording. It's just him on a messing around. But um, Freddie Mercury. I don't know if Freddie would have heard this 'cause I don't think. I don't know. I'm not sure when Freddie died. Actually, was it 91? Actually, I think. But I wonder if Freddie ever heard these because he's a John Lennon fanatic. Obviously, he wrote "Life Is Real" for Lennon when he died. And he talks like, well, if you listen to that song, he talks about being heartbroken, which I think a lot of people was when Lennon died. Um, but this must have blown their mind because they were all Beatles fanatics, and I'm sure I don't know whether it was Freddie or Brian who said the Beatles was the Bible that Queen was birthed from. The Beatles did it, and Queen just kind of took it to a next level. So how great! I hope Freddie got to hear John Lennon messing around with one of their songs, and also it's a John Deacon song. Um, yeah, I hope Freddie got to hear this because Freddie would have loved it. Freddie would have loved this to hear John Lennon sing their songs, especially John Deacon's song. But yeah, let's go.
This thing,
Hmm.
love, I just get around to it.
Of course, John Lennon played "Crazy Little Thing Called Love" because, like I say about Freddie, John at his heart is a rock and roller too, and so is Freddie Mercury. At his core, he is a rock and roller, and that's what John Lennon used to say about himself. At my core, I'm just an old rock and roller, really. But yeah, let's go.
So love. get round to it, this thing called love. I must get round to it, it ain't ready. It's a little thing called love. This thing called love. It cries in the cradle all night. It swings, it jives, shakes all over like a jellyfish. You kinda like it. It's a little thing called love. Love of my life,
Oh,
love of me. You've broken my heart, and now you leave me. Love of my life, can't you see? Bring it back, bring it back. Don't take it away from me, because you don't know what it means to me. Lovely dude. God bless my man. God bless Joe's really down the street when the people went low. Ain't no sound but the sound of his feet. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out and down where the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, it's gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Just killed a man. Put a gun against his head. Pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun. But now I'm gonna throw it all away. Mama, ooh, I'm trying mean to make you cry. What is it, you know? If I'm not back again, whatever, you know.
Jesus, that was like a mix of half of what Julia, innit? Half of what I say is me. I wonder if that's where he got that from. Nah, because that was way after the Beatles, and that song come out. But it did. The way he was playing that sounded like the Beatles song Julia. Half of what I say is meaningless, but I say it just to reach you, Julia. I love that he played Love of My Life too. I think for Freddie that would have been mind blowing. It was for me to hear Lennon sing that, because Love of My Life, the reason I love that song so much is because it wasn't one of the initial songs that I really liked from Queen. But then as the next time I heard it, and then I've watched them do it live a couple of times. It's such a great song. So I'm so happy for Freddie. And I just hope Freddie got to hear these. Because I know Freddie would be happy. And I know Queen fans say that, you're right, gal. You're right. Good gal. Yeah, I know a lot of Queen fans say the Beatles didn't get nowhere near Queen, blah, 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 but you've got to recognise that the Beatles did it first. So you have to give them the nod. And any member of Queen would. Just like the Beatles would give the nod to Chuck Berry, Elvis, and because without them you would have never had the Beatles. But I know, because I know Freddie was a John Lennon fanatic. I know that. I just hope he got to hear John Lennon sing his songs, because I just know Freddie would have loved that, even as badly recorded and It's because what you're getting there is John Lennon kind of in his own time. He's not doing it to go, look, aren't I cool? I know Queen. These are songs he just obviously plays in his own time, and it almost sounds like he's in between takes, just messing around on the guitar and singing songs. And Queen happened to be in his repertoire of songs he plays like that. So yeah, that was I love that he played two John Deacon songs, and I think Bohemian Rhapsody's wrote by all of them really in it. But I think that bit is a Freddie bit in it. But Love of My Life, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I mean, of course, I should have guessed that he'd have done that because John Lennon is a rock and roller. So I know 100% when he heard that that's a bit of John Lennon in that song. But I just love that he played Love of My Life. Um, yeah, that was great. That was great. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.